Yeah, yes. So, welcome everyone, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at qualifying for the Las Vegas circuit. Currently, it's still not, we haven't got the real part in here on the calendar yet, but I believe that JKG Gaming wants to simulate of how a race might turn out on this brand new circuit on the F1 calendar. Along with me, we have Sachin, and yeah, Sachin, who
Yep.
do we, yeah, how are we looking today?
So it will the first time in any league I'm seeing this race happening. A Las Vegas circuit, new addition to the game, and also in real life. Personally, I don't like the layout, but that's just my opinion. Regardless of that, we have Quick Killer and we also have Aradhya Gupta today racing. Also, Bank 6 to look out for. So, yeah, I hope to see another fight happening today between these two drivers.
All right, as you said, we have one of our main competitors in the earlier races. Radha Gupta has joined us in his Alfa Romeo, and obviously we know about the legendary battle that he had with Quick Killer. Currently, Quick Killer is leading the championship in this league, and hopefully, today we might get, for a change, another winner in Radha Gupta maybe, or shall we expect another racer to emerge as the winner today, Sachin?
Well, that can happen. It all depends on how much practice they have done earlier coming to this circuit, because this circuit was available to everyone in this edition of the game. Not that people have been practicing or racing on this circuit from, like F1 2021, 22. So
Right.
it's all about how much they have practiced on this track and how much it will pay out now.
Exactly, exactly. And coming to the circuit, it looks like inverted Bigfoot to me. Personally, I find it quite a funny deal. But yeah, let's go over the track. Obviously, we have around 17 turns. 17 turns, six of them can be taken flat out. And obviously, since it's a nice race, our racers will be trying to get as much grip as possible while roaming on the streets of Las Vegas. And obviously, we can see with the Mercedes of Fox Racing going down that main straight, which is a huge overtaking opportunity. Two DRS zones overall, and now I believe that one of our main races will be starting their hot lap.
Yeah, I think
So,
Aradhya Gupta is starting his hot lap now. I'm on
all
board with
right,
him.
right.
Let's see from straight on first lap how good a lap he will put on the sheet.
So right, almost a hairpin going into turn one, turn two, turn three, then on to turn four. Turn four, it's your first DRS zone. He is going straight ahead, full throttle as much as possible, followed by the a dangerous turn, quite a dangerous turn here at turn five. You have to keep control of your car, or you just might go into the barriers as Charles Leclerc did in back to back in 2019. Then on to turn six and seven, and you have to be very careful with the braking zone, or you might end up going wide and invalidate your lap itself. Then on to turn nine, left-hander. Yeah, you can obviously. It's much of a better smooth sailing from here on out. Only a couple of turns, followed by the mega DRS zone that they have built on this circuit so far. So yeah, I believe that there are lots of voting opportunities unlike other street circuits. But Radha Gupta, obviously one of our main competitors, although he's a reserve, he will be posting a stronger lap time. And as most of the drivers have already come out of their pits, and they are on to their setting their laps on soft tires. So with the exception of the Alpine of Ramen, who is will try it on his medium tires. So yeah, might be fruitful during the race, but who knows? So Sachin Sin, as Aradha Gupta goes off to sector 3, he will be posting a lap time of 1 minute and 30, 32.12. That's a pretty decent lap in my opinion. Let's see who can beat it. Sachin, what do you think?
I mean, looking at the last straight, that is a huge long straight on which the car is screaming for, I want another gear to jump in and kick in. I want to shift to ninth gear. But now we are on board with, I think Quick Killer hasn't done a lap till now.
Yeah.
And still, I think he's running low on ERS, and there is caution flag up in the sector 1. So no one has reached there in the 132s. P2 is Rahman in Alpine 133.040. So yeah, quite distance between P1 and P2 currently. We are still awaiting Bank 6 Quick Killer to put the time on the sheet. These will be our, I think, top pacers
Yeah,
around this
yeah.
lap.
Mhm. So I'm traveling along with Quickler right now, currently on a flyer in back here in Sector One. Let us see if he can try to give Radhagupta a challenge, because some days, by luck or by good strategies, he always used to have his number. But currently going on to Sector Two, he has already set a purple sector in the previous sector, and fine heading down the main straight, turn 12 and 13. Here it's very popular, this Las Vegas trip. You have places as the Link, you have the Caesar's Palace, you can see the Planet Hollywood right at the end, some various replicas of major monuments around the world, and Quickler again on a huge flyer setting a purple last sector in sector 2. Yeah, that's great. I think Radha Gupta is in for a surprise, as he is will be approaching the finish line anytime now. Five drivers have already set their lap times, and yeah, Radha Gupta looks unstoppable right now as Quick Killer goes P2. And we have an unusual DNF on our systems.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Aradhya Gupta and Rahman have, I think, somehow collided into each other,
all right,
and
all
that
right.
has ended their both qualifying session.
Oh, that is unfortunate because
So Quick Killer can still improve. He is P2 currently, just 2 tenths away from P1, but Aradhya Gupta will not get any second chance to improve his timings. So
man,
that is
the
upsetting. That
yeah,
is upsetting.
the teams at Alfa Romeo and Alpine must be fuming right now. As how is that possible? Actually, in our league, it's very unusual to see such a strange incident in qualifying itself. But 11 minutes to go, and yeah, I believe that there's some qualifying battle that we were so anticipating won't be taking place today, unfortunately. As you know, there's no chance that we'll have a lobby reset anytime soon. But yeah, it's a good. Quickler must be, counting his lucky stars. Again, got that stroke of luck with him, as he still has time to improve by only by 2 tenths right now. And with two of the major competitors out, it's all up for grabs for him. I believe that this qualifying session will still go up to him if most of the other drivers cannot find that pace. But yeah, Wicket Vicky in his McLaren, he's just gone only a tenth slower. But yeah, I think the McLaren might try to challenge him. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm also noticing Bank 6 in the Ferrari right now on his flyer. So he lost a bit of a rear on coming onto this main straight. But yeah, the place where Aradhya Gupta and Rahman had the incident, which the corner which comes right after this long straight, it's sort of a blind chicane sort of a corner, and if someone is parked there, it's almost impossible for someone to notice.
That's unfortunate. It's very reminiscent of when the Saudi Arabia track at Jeddah was unveiled. Obviously, there were a lot of blind turns, and if you remember, lots of terrorism
Ye-
happened in all the feeder leagues and even Formula One. But yeah, I believe that since it's season dominated by the Red Bull, maybe they can have that stroke of luck. Currently represented by Five Zen, I think he's the only sole Red Bull today on the track. He might have a prayer, but yeah, Fox Racing Jagdish are representing Mercedes today, and along with Redman is my good friend Redman is representing McLaren. All right, I think the battle is on. I believe all these we have our two of our main competitors already out. I believe Raman and Radha Gupta. Quick Killer is still heading P2. Wicket Wiki is trying to try and make a surprise for McLaren as they are doing in real life, but I believe there's still a lot of time to go. Track temperature will eventually rise up. We might see better lap times eventually. What do you think? What are your predictions for the next 5 to 6 minutes, Sachin?
I think Quick Killer and Wicked Wiki have a huge potential to improve. Also, I cannot exclude Bank 6 from that. He necessarily didn't have the best of the hot lap, but I think he can improve and come into top 3. But yeah, I can see Quick Killer coming up with better timing than what he has posted.
Yeah, I believe it's very unlikely that Radha Gupta has already DNF'd and might even retain his pole position. But yeah, all up for grabs here at JKG Gaming. So yeah, bring on your friends as we count down to one hell of a feature race today at the new Las Vegas circuit. Not something that you would see usually in other leagues, but yeah, we are building up to one of the most highly anticipated races in real life also. What do you think are the is the reasoning behind checking out your setup, Sachin? What do you think they will be aiming for?
See, I first of all track tire temperature. Track
Yeah,
temperature, I think, will remain a bit low on this sort of a circuit, which is all straight in the place it is located. Also, sort of speed they want on the straights. We have long straights all around the circuits. There are quite a few sections which are slow corners. So I think high speed will be the target for anyone to aim to improve their position or win in this one.
right. So yeah, as I can see, this circuit is obviously having. I do believe yeah, it would be a mixture, but the drivers might try to maximize their top speed down the long straight. Obviously, that would be very helpful. But you have to be very careful going into those turns here at around turn 5 turns till turn 8. Very tricky in my opinion. Obviously, even I have tried. I'm not much of a professional when going around this track, particularly in Assetto Corsa. Really had a tough time there in that first to second sector transition, but
Yeah, it
who
is
knows?
quite
Yeah,
tricky. It is quite tricky the way the chicane has been placed around the corner.
right.
You take a sharp right hand and then curves into a chicane, which is quite difficult to
Yeah,
maneuver out.
yeah. So
Anyhow,
yeah, sorry to interrupt, but Quick Killer's teammate Chef Shima has just retired without having posted lap time. So yeah, well, unusual DNFs in the qualifying going on right now. Three players already out.
well, I don't know what happened there. He was
Right.
just coming out, I suppose, and that collision happened. I don't know, but yeah,
Man, maybe
sad.
I believe EA must implement a feature just so that we can actually get a replay clip of what actually happened as Fives and goes P4 on his soft tires. He with along the others is has broken into the 132s. Only time will tell if they can actually cross into the 130s. That would be much a great evolution of the lap times. But yeah, all of four. I believe we have got four competitors so far. Only a difference of 6 tenths between them, only a little bit much of a push, and I believe we four of them might try to vie it, might try to challenge Aradhya Gupta's still standing pole right now. So yeah, such an
Yeah,
whom do we, yeah, what can we expect?
I like I looking at the timings they are posting. I suppose there will be quite a bit of fight happening between in the mid part of the grid from P3 to P7, P8. There will be a lot of fight happening because obviously Deadly Mosquito and Easy Level Bot will also be coming up there. They haven't posted any time on the sheet, and we have seen Easy Level Bot in the past going starting from the back of the grid and coming up, multiple positions. So yep.
Right. So as you were saying that Jagdish improved by 3 tenths on his latest outlap. Well, the Mercedes really in need of a little bit of more pace right now, as he will be approaching his teammate Foxim Racing. Currently, I believe he's also on a flyer. Let's see how does he fare in the W14 B spec as they go down to sector 1 as he will be crossing. And yeah, I believe he is not making any improvement. I believe he has already posted his latest lap time, 134.2. But our main competitors are into the 132s, maybe a high chance of getting into the 131s if one of them shows real pace. Radha Gupta, I don't believe would lose much positions overall. Maybe worst case scenario he'll get P5, but yeah, still a decent position to start in the at the Las Vegas trip. So let's see how he fares.
Yep. Right now, Deadly Mosquito is on his first hot lap. Currently
Mhm.
going through the first sector. He is coming towards that tricky section of going into
Yeah,
that
yeah.
chicane and he misses the corner.
Oh yeah, that is what he has to look out for. I don't believe his lap time got invalidated, but obviously going to the curves, you'll lose a lot of valuable tens. But yeah, the Alpine must be trying to look at to get into the top 10. Very anticipated as he and easy level bot. He's actually giving a sort of a slipstream, and obviously the Ferrari will be enjoying a lot of that going into the last main DRS zone as he barges down onto the main straight. DRS on, a great amount of ERS left in him. Let us see how does he fare along the Ferrari of easy level bot. Oh, sorry, easy level bot is not there. Actually, it's
Yeah,
band
that is,
six. Yeah,
yeah, band 6.
right. So I believe both of them were trying to compete as they are still the last two cars on the track. Mercedes has stopped unusually. He's going slowly. It's Jagdesh actually. Yes, stepping on the side. That's pretty not a risk I would be taking my friend. Yeah, so head down to the pits. Obviously, our last rounds of hot laps will be starting soon. Only 2.5 minutes left to that.
Yeah, Deadly Mosquito, not an impressive time, 135.4, and he goes bit into the wall, giving way to Bank 6, I suppose, who is now out on the flyer. He is currently sitting P5 with a timing of 132.991. So obviously, I I am assuming with everything going fine, he will be improving a lot. Last
Right.
time he had a sort of a back spin on the rears, so let's see what will happen this time.
Right. Have you seen his level bot actually taking out maybe trying to attempt a lap because so far I believe
No, he
he's still in the
hasn't.
pits. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he will be starting from the back of the grid.
Yeah, I believe no issues with that, but I believe the Ferrari team won't be happy with that proposition starting here at P12. But obviously, Easy Level Bot has made some huge advancements in our previous races, so check it out in your free time. But currently, Aradha Gupta is still on pole position. No one has challenged him yet. Only a difference of 2 tenths between them. Wicket Vicky P3, Files and P4, Bank 6 P5. Yeah, we have five competitors going for the win today, and only a minute left, and only two drivers, Fox, the two Mercedes, along with Easy Level Bot, they have not emerged from the pit. So I believe that is it for qualifying for them. Meanwhile, Deadly Mosquito and Redman, I believe they are already on their lap,
Bank 6
along with
has improved massively, and now he is sitting P2 with the timing of 132.2. So
better
now
timing.
everyone has to break his timing first and then think of breaking Aradha Gupta's time.
Yeah, then all eyes are now on Quick Killer, currently still on his out lap. Let us catch along with Deadly Mosquito. He's just started his final lap so far,
Oh
along with
no!
Red Man.
Oh,
Right.
oh no!
All right. Okay, so I believe I jinxed him. Sorry, Deadly Mosquito, but yeah, that's unfortunate. But yeah, I believe no stoppage to the session so far. That's good. Maybe
But
because we used to have.
I think that is not a ethical move to do, to barge your car directly into the barrier
Yeah.
during
Oh,
the end.
and now Wicket Vicky has retired, has some sort of a commotion going into turn 3 and 4. The Burn McLaren is tough there. Oh man, what kind of qualifying this is turning out to be, Sachin?
Yeah.
Now we have Bank 6 and Quick Killer along with Faizan to challenge for the pole position. As Bank 6 is going full throttle as much as he can, he'll try to push, but he will not improve on his lap time. Unfortunately, 1.5 seconds lay off the pace. Quick Killer
He
improving
is
by two
improving.
tenths,
Yep,
right?
he is improving. In the first sector, he has already improved by 2/10. And yeah, with this kind of pace,
Yeah, well, a blistering pace. Obviously, he might try to take pole position. Red Man currently sitting P10. Qualifying is done for the two Mercedes and one Ferrari. One McLaren had an incident, unfortunately. Quick Killer again. He's on the 2 tenths. He's just standing on that margin. Try to beat Radha Gupta, but it's gonna be really close going down to the final sector as Quick Killer comes down on the final straight, turn 16, turn 17. As much as he can, he has to push the car to the limit, and Quicker goes P2 hold.
oh my god, oh my god, that was
Already,
mighty close.
yeah,
That was mighty
all
close.
600s between them. Aradhya Gupta, somehow, you lucky man, you have retained pole position even while not having taken part in much in the greater part of the qualifying. But yeah, ah man, these two guys are very lucky indeed. I must say that.
Yeah, and he just posted one single hot lap, and that was enough. Oh my god. So, yep, this is from the quali, the result from our quali session in Las Vegas. Aradhi Gupta coming out at pole. P1, P2 goes to Quick Killer in the AlphaTauri. P3, Bank 6, P4, Wicket Vicky, P5, Faizan in the Red Bull. Rahman L in the Alpine on medium tires. P6, P7, P8 to the Mercedes boys, Fox Racing and Jagadesh. P9 to Deadly Mosquito. P10, Redman in the McLaren. Alpha Tauri and Ferrari rounding up our grid P11 and P12. Yep.
Right. Hear me?
Hello. Yep, 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 yep. I can hear you.
Yeah, no issue. Yeah, copy, copy, copy. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I hope I just got a minor hiccup here, but yeah, as only a minute left to go down to the main race, Sachin Sin, what do you think? Who will take the cake today?
Oh man, it's quite difficult to say the pace these boats have shown, Aradha Gupta and Quick Killer. I think it's all about getting your car front after the first couple of turns, and anyone who is leading up in the first sector, I can damn surely say he'll be the winner. Because
Right.
the,
So
the track is so that once you have achieved that pace, quite it's quite difficult for anyone to come from behind and overtake you until unless they are under that DRS detection zone or a mistake is happening. But yeah, in a perfect scenario, someone leading up to the first sector, he will win this race.
right. So as I can see on race director, only one driver, according to me, Deadly Mosquito, will be starting the race on soft tires. Will be very advantageous if you get a lot of grip going into the first turn. Meanwhile, everyone is starting on medium tires. I believe they want to. We still don't know the extent of how the tires would, edge out during the main race in real life. But yeah, medium tires is a very safe bet. And then obviously you can switch on to the hard tires and go the distance. One stop strategy, in my opinion, Sachinson. What do you think?
Yeah, if all goes well and we don't see any safety cars coming out, one stop will be pretty good. And if you see some safety car coming up at lap 9 or 10, you can switch on to another set of mediums and then go switch on to soft in the end. So, yeah, it all depends on safety car and when it comes out. If it doesn't,
Right.
yeah, one stop will be the strategy.
I believe the drivers are taking a lot of time for me. Now everyone has switched on to mediums. I believe Deadly Mosquito must have heard it somewhere. But yeah, good going for him. All the best to the drivers. Obviously, be careful going down into those very tricky turns. Take care of your cars and obviously don't collide. But hell, I want to be entertained. I'd take a safety car or a virtual safety car or multitude of them, as long as everyone gets off happy. There are no more grudges and incidents. But yeah, Sachin, they are taking their time, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think this is the first time they're racing on this track in the league itself. So yeah, taking time, being critical about now they are here. Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we promised you a great race, and we go Grand Prix racing in Las Vegas. And Quick Killer's already jumped around the Gupta, obviously showing mighty pace. And there's a DNF. One of the Ferraris has just gone, and oh my God, there's a mega accident. Three cars have gone off wide, and Jagdesh has retired. One of the Mercedes affected. Arate Gupta, one of our main competitors, has already, I believe, has had a worst start. It's the worst possible outcome for Quick Killer. Even Quick Killer has retired. Oh, right, man, that is really unfortunate. Bank 6 has retired. Vicky has retired.
I
Yeah,
think something is up with the lobby and they are retiring on purpose.
I,
Sorry, ladies and
yeah,
gentlemen. I suppose that is the only sensible reason I can see for what is
man.
happening here.
But yeah, you got to see the replay. I believe there was a huge swerving, in my opinion, via the Ferraris and the Alfa Romeo as they went down into turn one and they collided. And in this lobby, only three drivers are currently running right now. So yeah, everyone has DNF'd, and obviously we'll have a race restart in due time. Stick around, ladies and gentlemen. We obviously got a highlight reel, and it's just the beginning of the Las Vegas GP here at JKG Gaming.
Yep, and we are back after the restart.
Right. Hell of a chaotic start, in my opinion. I was just discussing with Sachin here that it was very reminiscent of what happened back in Singapore 2017 with that crash between the two Ferraris and, with them sandwiching Verstappen and taking Alonso with them to the nether zone. But yeah, I believe we'll have a much more peaceful start this time around, else, obviously. So yeah, I believe with so much chaos happening, already a safety car got deployed in the previous lobby. We are in for a treat. Sachin, what do you think will happen now this time?
Yeah, I think the entry into the first corner and out to the next is quite narrow. So, if multiple
Mhm.
cars are going to join each other, let's witness it now, right away, as five lights will go out.
Right?
And here we go.
And we go, yeah, green flag racing. One McLaren has stalled very badly. Redman has dropped onto the last position as Wicket Vicky makes a move of back six. Aradha Gupta quick killer side to side. Aradha Gupta makes it out of turn one very graciously. And Jagdesh in the Mercedes has now received a time penalty. Meanwhile, Deadly Mosquito making moves with Fox and Racing, exchanging position. Deadly Mosquito already dropping two positions, giving way to the Fox, Mercedes and Ferrari of Fox and Racing and these level bot respectively. As we go down into the next turn, Aratha Gupta is leading quick killer now. Wicket Vicky is standing right behind them. Bank 6 in the Ferrari is sitting at P4. Faizan has dropped to P5 right now. And now Redman is making moves on the Alpine of Ramin. Ah, man, already, yeah, no casualties yet. I believe we had a much cleaner start this time, Sachin.
Yeah, clean start and big start for easy level bot, as I was discussing earlier. He will be making places from the get go, and he has moved up to P7, just overtook the Mercedes of Fox Racing. So, Mercedes guys losing better position at the beginning. Jagadesh also receiving a time penalty for his collision with Rahman in the Alpine, I suppose. And now
Right.
Chip Schema is coming up and close.
And meanwhile, in the lead, Quick Killer takes the lead from Aradhya Gupta, going on the main without even DRS, as three cars are going abreast into the second penultimate corner. As they go down, Quick Killer is currently securing his lead. Wicket Vicky has now moved up to P2. Yeah, Wicket Vicky has gained up two positions on the first lap itself. Yellow flags in sector 3. Sachin, it's turning out to be chaotic as these cars are heading down into the main straight as they go down to the second lap now. But in the meanwhile, Chip Scheme and easy level out, and yeah, one car has lost a little bit of their parts here
Yeah, the
as Radha
Ferrari
Gupta
of
is
Bank Six
dropping
has
back. Right.
lost the front to wing, part of this front wing. I suppose there is some sort of
Right.
lag happening between Radha Gupta and I don't know. He just lagged
Yeah.
and plays to P5 now. What happened? I don't know what's happening there.
Ah, man, that's unreliable EA connection, but obviously chip schema and Easy Level Bot have made huge gains over the beginning phases of this race. Chip schema has gained 6 positions as cars have gone wide over to turn 7, and Faison has received a 3-second time penalty. Alright, I
Yep.
told you that corner was very tricky. You have to take control of your car. But as they head down over to the much easier Sector 2, our classification stands as Quick Killer, Wicket Vicky, Bank 6, and unfortunately Aradha Gupta having lost out due to, I don't know, maybe poor connection, maybe? But yeah, Quick Killer has been handed his lead again. He will try to make sure that their gap eventually develops between them. The Alpine has dropped on P12. He has stopped on the car, but yeah, has not DNF so far. But yeah, Jagdesh is currently P11, Redman P10. Raman has just made a move on Fox Racing. Great racing going down as the Alfa Romeo trying to compensate for all those lost positions makes the move and now sits at P3. So yeah, I believe that was a minor scuffle for him as is trying to recover as much as he can. Meanwhile, our two competitors, Quick Killer and Wicket Vicky, they are getting away. Quick Killer has just grabbed the fastest lap of the race so far. Sorry, two cars have come into the pits, Bank 6 and 5 in. Obviously, must be try to compensate for the car parts they lost in that scuffle in the beginning parts of the races. So, what do you think, Sachin?
Yeah, quite eventful first couple of laps we have witnessed here. Bank 6 and Faizan losing bit of their body parts of the car. And yeah, I must say I'm mighty impressed by Wicket Wiki, how he, crucially played his part, noticing the fight and going up front and made that move. And now currently sitting P2 and quite close to Quick Killer as the DRS has been enabled on this lap. So yeah, quite a
Right.
ground for Aradhya Gupta to now cover up to reach up front.
Yeah, many interesting things happening. Deadly Mosquito again has had a scuffle in the main starting position of the race, and he comes down to the pits. The Alpinese will be making his second stop now, I believe. But yeah, one interesting thing that you'll find, Sachin, is
Wicked
that
Vicky
Bank
has
6
just
has.
overtaken Quick Killer for P1 now. So yeah, the long
Oh man.
straight with the help of DRS, he has moved up to P2 and Chip Schema has moved up to P3, overtaking Aradhya Gupta. Yeah, the long
Oh man.
straight and high speed is what will help you on the circuit.
Right. Right. So far I was saying Banksix has switched on to the hard tires and 5 Zan has switched on to soft tires now. So he'll be trying to compensate for all the time he has lost. It's only the beginning part of the race. Maybe trying on a two-stop strategy so far. But yeah, very great job on behalf of Wicked Vicky having made the move on the AlphaTauri for the lead. So I believe we might have a new winner on our books today. Meanwhile,
Yeah,
Aradhya
so
Gupta, yeah,
Aradhya Gupta again, yeah, same thing. I was hoping for having a new winner out here today, but Aradhya Gupta making that move again on tip schema. So we might just noting similar thing which we noticed in the last race, that DRS zone making people switch position between each other. So
right.
yeah, let's see how much of that will happen here.
Right. So as we going down to the again the second sector, one car is already about to be lapped. That's the Alpine of Deadly Mosquito, unfortunately, and we have a yellow sector. Red Man has retired from the race, and we have a first safety car. That was almost instant. Must have had a huge scuffle, but yeah, now it goes on to show. Like I believe that if some of the cars decide to pit, it might benefit fives and bank six who have already stopped. What do you think will happen now?
I don't think anybody needs to stop right now. We have just completed 4 laps of racing right now, so tires
Right,
are not that old. And behind safety car, they'll not degrade that much. So I think Faizan will lose a bit during all of this, but if he can maintain his tires for the next 7 laps, I suppose
yeah,
he can pit alongside with medium runners, and then he
right.
can have some sort of gain in positions.
Right. So five Zan, I think, would be much much have a much better strategy if he pits, switch on to the much more durable tires, as he also has a penalty to serve so far. So yeah, all the car races neutralized so far, as all the cars slowly bunching up. We have only one lap car who will go around the track once more and try to catch up to the back of the field. But yeah, one car I believe is coming into the pits. That is the Mercedes of Jagadish. So Jagadish is taking that gamble. Will switch on possibly to the hard tires and see if how many positions can gain. But one another car has just come down into pits. It's fives and all right. I believe he listened to me and switched
Yeah.
on to the hard tires. That's a pretty bold decision in my opinion. I believe he still hasn't lost out much, but yeah, he'll have to go full throttle. But now, having made stops, it puts our leaders in a very precarious situation. They might lose track positions over the course of the race. Currently, the Red Bull will might benefit from the strategy. Pretty strange call in my opinion, but 20 laps is pretty durable for the hard tires. It's very possible that Jagdish and Fiveson might go into the end. Depends on how much pace they can show when the safety car comes.
Even the AlphaTauri of Chip Schema, he also pitted during the safety car, and he is out on fresh hard compound. So yeah, if these hard compound can go for 20 odd laps, yep, we might see a whole different top three.
Right. So coming down to from P6 to P10, those drivers are on hard tires right now. Deadly Mosquito and the rest are on medium tires. So yeah, they will come into the pit sooner or later. But now it is all to be seen how much they can benefit because, as we know, had we had just had an instant safety car, and maybe it's very possible that we might see more of them. So it's all about tire strategy today. It will play a very crucial game, and Faisal still has his penalty to serve. He has already come into the pits quite a lot, in my opinion. Yeah, he has made 2 stops, still has a penalty to serve. So what do you think, Sachin?
I think that was
Right,
that time penalty for corner cutting, which you cannot serve in the pits. You have to take it
right.
to the end. About the incident which happened with Redman, I think going on to that straight, which will now safety car will come up to. The next turn is a sharp right hander, and if you miss your braking point, you might just go straight in the wall. And I think that
Yeah,
what just happened with him. So
right.
yeah, while the safety car will go in and will notice a restart happening, we'll notice drivers like Chip Schema, Easy Level Bot, and Aradhya Gupta trying to gain, as much as position they can gain at the beginning. So yeah,
Right,
more scuffle can happen for sure.
right. So one of our big gainers, Easy Level Bot, has gained 7 positions over the course of this race. Chip Scheme at 4 positions. Biggest losers Bank 6 has dropped from P3 to P8 now, but he still had made his stop. But yeah, Wicked Vicky currently is counting his lucky stars. Quick Killer hasn't pitted, so obviously the battle will rage on once the safety car comes in. We still have Deadly Mosquito trying to catch up to the rest of the pack, but yeah, he was off by a minute, but now has reduced it by half. The Mercedes of Jagdish is trying to catch up to the field, but yeah, what do you think? Will Quick Killer try to jump the McLaren when the safety car comes in? What do you think, Sachin? Will he take that risk, or will he fancy the DRS straights here?
I'm more worried about Aradhya Gupta making jump on Quick Killer than Quick Killer making a jump on Wicked Vicky. So yeah,
Yes,
Aradhya Gupta will be the driver to look out for because he is the biggest loser till now,
right.
losing from P1 to coming down P5 and then fighting back to
Recovering to P3,
P3.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, he will be the one I think we should keep an eye out for. So yeah, our top five all on old mediums and P6 on old hards.
Right, right,
Yeah,
right.
all about tire strategy now.
Right. So it's going to be very crucial. Deadly Mosquito has already pitted thrice in the first 6 laps. That is, not good, looking good for the Alpine. But his teammate Raman, currently sitting at P4, still has a shot to make it on the podium. But it's going to be very crucial. Our safety car still hasn't come in. I believe the debris has been cleared up by the system, but it just gives Deadly Mosquito, I believe, all right, that gap has again increased, so I don't believe he will be catching up to the rest of the pack now.
Yeah, I
But
think
yeah,
his day is pretty much over. He might just hope for a DNF happening on the track so that he can get that 1 point.
right.
But right now, yeah, it's quite bleak for him.
Right. Well, I mean, so much clean air to run above by. So if luck might favor him, let us see what happens. But it's going to be very crucial. Wicked Vicky had some really great days over the course of this league. But that since that scuffle at Monza, where he got taken out in the initial lap itself, been a pretty rough road so far. But I believe today's win might compensate for all that ill luck he had faced. So yeah, a fairy tale ending in my opinion. Let us see. As the safety car, I believe it would come in this lap. Now, lap 7 of 25. Still a pretty huge amount of race to go. Around 18 laps so far, but looking good for him. I believe Quickler might get his hands dirty with Aradhya Gupta, try to defend his position, and might give Wicket Wiki a window to get as far away from the Alpha Tauri and the Alfa Romeo and give McLaren their maiden win in this league.
Yep. That is what I was talking. That we might just see some new faces on the podium today.
Yeah, but
As
it's not about the faces on the podium. It's about the person who goes onto the top step. Because Quick Kill has absolutely thrashed the competition so far, and as I predicted, safety car will be coming in this lap. So now as I always say, Wicket Wiki will dictate the pace. He might try to get away as early as possible, but obviously, I believe so far that I've seen, it's always very crucial that you take. But and there's an overtake in the safety car period. Faizan and Jagdish just interchange positions, but yeah, everything's back to normal. But yeah, Wicket Wiki is going to take it to the line and try to bolt as soon as possible. A very good window is at the turn one hairpin, which he can take advantage of, try to create a little margin between himself and the Alpha Tauri. And as you said, P2, P3 battle coming up, and he has gotten away. All right, that was pretty surprising. As Aradhya Gupta is coming up on the inside, but no move has been made so far. As they go down to the hairpin, Aradhya Gupta is just behind the bumper of that Alfa Romeo. As he's trying to take in the inside line for every route that the Alfa Tauri is trying to take. As you correctly predicted, both of them are trying to fight over the position of P2, and one of them will be going on to challenge Wicket Vicky for his position. Ramin has just overtaken the Ferrari of easy level bot. That's pretty great in my opinion. Currently sitting at P4 right now. As three-way battle rages on for the win at the Las Vegas Strip. Sachin Sin, take us along.
Yeah, I mean, the fight which is happening currently between Aradhya Gupta and Quick Killer is what we predicted earlier during the safety car. At the back, Chip Schema has made the move on bank 6. They both are running quite close to each other, side by side as they go along. Faizan man moves along. Oh my god, Faizan is into the wall and he has retired. And we'll surely see a safety car coming up as bank 6 goes into
Again.
the Alpine also. So yeah, multiple collision happening there on the straight and afterwards.
Right.
Faizan losing that battle, going into the wall. Bank 6 losing his balance, sort of what happened, I don't know. He went
Right.
into Rahman also. Faizan
Right.
has
Right.
left the
Right.
session and safety car is out. And yep,
Again. Oh man, that is very surprising. But yeah, man, Deadly Mosquito has somehow caught up with the rest of the field, and now every racer will be getting points one way or another. But yeah, obviously, Sachin, I believe that this confusion, which happens when you're about to make an overtake, and then all of a sudden yellow flags all over, and yeah, most of our competitors are coming into the pits. Wicket, Vicky, Quick, Radha Gupta, they are coming down into the pits. It's only a matter of tenths which you can gain going into those pit lanes. Five drivers are now coming out. Easy level bot chip scheme and Ramen have stayed out. Wicket, they will all switch tires. Bank 6 will be currently serving his penalty so far. But yeah, I believe Wicket Vicky, Quickler, Radha Gupta, no change in that order. Foxham Racing is coming out now, followed by Deadly Mosquito and Bank 6. All right, easy level bot chip scheme and Ramen and Jagdesh, you four have the opportunity, to make history in your league. Maybe try to defend coming from those from those McLarens, the Alfa Romeo and the Alfa Tauri. Guys, you might have a prayer. Chip Scheme has already pitted, so I believe he has, somehow he has benefited from that. Easy led bottom Ramen still to pit so far. So yeah, Sachin,
yeah, and
this
an
will, yeah,
interesting thing to notice that Bank 6 and Fox Racing has come out on medium compound.
right,
So I think they are trusting that there will be another safety car coming out because I don't
obviously,
I don't see these mediums going on for 16 laps. It will be quite
right,
difficult towards the end to manage them. But
right.
yeah, Chip Schema, he will be managing his tire well right now behind the safety car, and he might just have the opportunity to win the race.
Right. So far, the stats say Chip Schema and Chagadesh currently on hard tires, 4-lap old hard tires. I don't believe much of a pace difference in the initial phases, but yeah, we'll have to see how it pans out because obviously, Easy Level Bot will be and Raman might try to dive into the pits to change on to much more durable tires. But yeah, I believe they just wanted to enjoy the lead of this race. So far, now we sit here. Ferrari is leading. Thank God. Everyone wants to see that. Everyone is happy. Chip Schema is the second AlphaTauri currently sitting onto P2. Ramen, the Alpine P3. No incidents. And yeah, all right. Very unusual decision as easy level bot and Ramen come into the pits 1 lap after the safety car has been deployed. That was pretty strange. What happened there,
I
Sachin?
mean, to pit behind the safety car is a period where you can save time in the pits.
Right, but
Anyhow, they had to pit and come back behind all of these in the end, I suppose. So I suppose they can make up positions from the place they have come out.
well,
It will be
I
difficult, but yeah.
yeah, I believe Chip Schema and Jagdesh should have made some kind of an alliance to hold off the three main combatants coming up from the midfield. But yeah, I believe that alliance is not going to exist as they have already depicted. Now, Chip Schema, the AlphaTauri, the second AlphaTauri, gets to dictate the pace when the safety car comes in. 15 laps to go, and I believe we've been over. Going over the course of this race for an hour now, Sachin. It's pretty lengthy, in my opinion. But yeah, lap 10 of 25. It's a many. This race has seen various leaders so far. So yeah, it must have made a pretty much hell of a chart, a position chart, and will go down as one of the more entertaining races since this is a track that not many people have experienced. But yeah, pretty decent race in my opinion. What do you say?
It is. It's not your usual like straight away flowy track or a track where there are so slow turns that you have to manage. It's like you're running a drag race and all of a sudden there is a sharp right hander which takes you to a next section. So I'm like,
Yeah.
so
I
it's
believe
tricky. It looks easy on the outlook that, oh, it's straight. Okay, it's fine, but no, it's not easy.
right. So now a safety car will be coming in this lap.
Yep.
And let us see how Chip Schema deals with the pack which is currently behind him. Might try to make a run for it as soon as possible. Jagdish might try to take over the lead. 5 laps old hard tires, but who knows? Maybe it might benefit them in the long run. Currently, only two drivers on medium tires. Still warming up it, and the AlphaTauri has gotten away, and he's gotten away pretty well. Jagdish has a margin bit behind with Wicket Wiki, and Wicket Wiki already has taken up to P2, so Jagdish will be
Ooh,
starting to
Jagadish
drop some
losing
positions
multiple
on.
positions there. Multiple positions have been lost by
Oh man.
Jagadish. He moves down alongside with his teammate at P5, also losing that position to his teammate. So Jagadish, our biggest loser,
All right.
is
Right.
restarted. And now Chip Schema is being chased by three ferocious drivers that are
Oh
Wicket Wiki,
man.
Quick Killer, and Aradhya Gupta.
Yeah, reminds me of that scene from Finding Nemo when that clownfish encounters those three sharks, and that's just the same situation that Chip Schema now finds himself in. Do you think he has a prayer trying to fend off the three coming drivers behind him? What do you say, Sachin?
I mean, he's running in clean air, but he'll be soon providing DRS to Wicked Wiki, and soon a DRS train will be forming behind him. And
Ah, well,
one driver faster than the other, all coming
obviously.
with equal pace on the straight. So
As Wicket Wick is looking to make that move ahead of Chip Schema, takes the outer line and makes the move for the win of the race. And now Chip Schema now is being tailgated by his own teammates. So I believe team orders are in effect as he might try to let Quicker by. It's for the Constructor Championship also. And now Aradhi Gupta has made the move on Quick Killer now. So now Chip Schema again has to defend for his life. I believe he is the buffer as he might try to give the Wicket Wiki a window to get away as far as possible from his two combatants as there is a form there's a line forming for the lead now. Chipsky is trying to defend for all his life. Another Gupta right behind him, followed by Quick Killer. The Ferraris are pretty off, 4 seconds off, but yeah, man, four cars are going abreast. I believe that Wicket Wiki has got pretty a stroke of luck, in my opinion, as they go on to the second part of the first sector. And now four cars are in contention. What do you say?
Aradhya Gupta just made a brilliant move by late braking on the straight on Chip Schema, and now Chip Schema is being chased by his teammate. And I think Chip Schema should just, let
Let
his
him go
team,
by.
yeah, let him go and, be as close as possible with Aradhya Gupta, because once Aradhya Gupta is out of the DRS zone, he is uncatchable, then he's just out there.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Jagdesh has had an incident on the end of the first year zone. He's gone off to the runoff area. Obviously, that turn is pretty quick, pretty tricky in my opinion. But yeah, he has lost a lot of positions. So still might get a solitary point. But Quick Killer has made the move on his teammate. I don't think Chip Schema was willing to give that position as it was a pretty deliberate move on
Wicket
his
Wiki and
part. But
Aradhya
now
Gupta are also fighting. Now it's all about who breaks first, and it is
Radha
Wicket
Gupta makes
Wiki.
the move
Yeah.
on right. Radha Gupta has come out. out of that corner, going into the 13th lap now, and now the race is on. Radhakota wicket wicket quick killer back to the normal pecking order, and we have a yellow flag in sector 3. DRS has been enabled now finally. So now it's all the for grabs for the three combatants that we are seeing on our screen so far. Chipskima might try to drop now. Maybe he's on 4 laps older tires. The Ferrari might try to come up, but yeah, 4 seconds gap is a pretty good buffer. So I think he still might be in it, but he hasn't got much of a prayer as those hard tires will last for the next 12 laps also, unless we have a safety car. But Radha Gupta has now usurped the lead from the McLaren, and now we might try to get away as soon as possible. Quickillers is leading by his own teammate behind the McLaren wicket Vicky. Radha Gupta in his Alfa Romeo is trying to make that gap of a second, try to get away as far from the battle that he was just facing a couple of laps ago. But Sachin, this is turning out to be mega battle for the lead, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
see, I was hoping Chip Schema could keep his car under 1 second from Quick Killer to get a tow from his teammate to at least stay along in the DRS train, but somehow he has moved out of that zone now, and soon Bank 6 will be coming alongside. And now Wicket Vicky has taken that lead away from Aradhya Gupta. Here we go onto the chicane and now onto the straight. Wicket Wiki leads from Aradha Gupta, and Quick Killer is also closing up on Aradha Gupta. Again, Aradha Gupta coming alongside, and now onto the main straight. They go alongside, and Aradha Gupta again coming up front and will take that lead again away from Wicket Wiki. So, yeah, we are in for some battle. In the last 11 or 10 laps we have still left.
But yeah, Quicker has just left his own teammate in dust as the gap between the second AlphaTauri and the Ferrari of Bank 6 has reduced by 2 seconds in this recent lap. So yeah, Chevskima is currently will be having his own battle to fight because Bank 6 is currently on much fresher medium tires. So he'll have to defend for his life so as to retain P4 for the team of AlphaTauri. But yeah, Wicket Wiki is still not giving up, and so is Quick Killer not giving up to take that win off from Radha Gupta, as he still cannot manage to get away from the two of them. This is turning out to be a very funny commotion, in my opinion, as they go down to the second sector. ERS has been enabled, but yeah, not much of a prayer, which Chip Schema will be having. Currently got screwed over, but yeah, but Ramen now comes comes around, so and takes P5 from Bank 6. So yeah, I believe that battle will be on hold for a while now.
Yep, as both Ferraris are now alongside going on to the straight, the longest straight on the circuit. Bank 6 and Easy Level Bot, they both are riding alongside with DRS open. And let's see who
Right.
will come out front, and that is Bank 6 right now, leading the Ferrari contingent.
Right. So a battle for P5, I believe it's happening. As we have seen, we have a yellow flag in sector 2. Well, I believe one of the cars, again, it's Mercedes, in my opinion, has had a little tuffle. Not a good day for them, in my opinion. But Fox and Racing currently is in the battle for the position of P5. Rabin is currently leading off the two Ferraris and the Mercedes so far. And yeah, man, you have to see the stability in going into the top three combatants, as the only 1.1 seconds difference between them. But it's all up for
Aradhya
grabs
Gupta
for Wicket
has a
Wicket.
spin. He just spun away, losing his rear, and now he has moved down to P4, trying to get his car
Oh
straight
man,
and up, straight and run. Oh my god, that was so
ah,
unfortunate. He lost the rear, his car spun
man,
away, and now Quick Killer is right at the back of Wicket Wiki. They both are leading away, 4 seconds away from P3, that is Chip Schema.
man, Radha Gupta, what have you done, Radha Gupta? May have just thrown away the race win today. But yeah, this race just wasn't turning out to be his lucky ball. But Quick Killer has made the move on Wicket Wiki now, and now we are back to the status quo as AlphaTauri is again leading the race now from the McLaren, but the McLaren's not out for the count. He's still heading behind them, but yeah, Radhagupta has lost out, and now it's all about damage limitation from him. Only 2 seconds behind Chip Schema, so I believe podium is still on for the main Alfa Romeo. Meanwhile, Ramin, Easy Level Bot, and Bank 6, the two Ferraris are battling for supremacy as Wicket Vicky is trying to close the gap behind himself. And now Ramin overtakes Aradha Gupta. Aradha Gupta, has come into the pits now.
Yeah, I suppose there was
Man,
some damage on the wing, on the front wing, and he's coming up to switch that wing and switch on to medium
right,
compound now.
right.
I don't know how much he will be gaining now, as he'll be coming at P9. I suppose he'll be coming out P9, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
well, 9 laps to go, and in case a safety car or virtual safety car comes up, yeah, I believe he might be in for a little lucky charm, in my opinion. But it's unfortunately not about luck, and I believe this just wasn't Alad Gupta's night today. But yeah, Bank 6 and Easy Level Bot, the two Ferraris were fighting out. Bank 6 has again come out over the top over Easy Level Bot so far. Currently battling for P5. There's a gap between Chip Schema and Ramen and Bank 6 now. So yeah, I believe Chip Schema can try to relax for a while, still try to preserve his tires because Ramen will try to make a move sooner or later. 9 laps to go at JKG Gaming's Las Vegas GP, and now Wicket Vicky has again taken the lead over Quick Killer. Obviously, that DRS zone is very strong in my opinion. He has gone full throttle and has saved a bunch of ER's battery so that he can defend his position. And again, Easy Level Bot comes back at Bank 6. These Ferraris are just fighting about themselves. Guys, I believe you must try to move up the order. But yeah, it's all up to you guys. Maybe enforce some team orders there, which are so famous at teams as Ferrari and Mercedes. But who knows? Anything is up for grabs. Radhikupta is now on fresh medium tires. Obviously, he'll be getting a lot of pace, but he must be, praying that some kind of incident happens in between the people who are ahead of him so that he might try to capitalize on that move, maybe have the race neutralized. And now Foxim Racing has come into the pits now. So yeah, it's loads of action going down in this GP so far. What do you think?
yeah, I think there is no team orders given for Ferrari boys today. They both are
Yeah,
fighting
right,
ruthlessly, and we might see some sort of incident sooner or later happening between both of them if the gap is not increased. They are still running
right.
5/10 away from each other, and also Quick Killer and Wicked Wiki. That DRS is mighty strong, and we might see the result right on the last lap. Maybe a overtake happening on that straight.
Ah, well, very reminiscent of the race there at EFR, where the final win taking move was made on the final corner. But yeah, again, Quick Killer has taken the position of the lead from Wicket Vicky. These two guys are now interchanging. It's now become very reminiscent now, and again, these Ferraris are interchanging moves. Ah man, this battle all over the grid right now. Radha Gupta has made the move on Deadly Mosquito. Obviously, damage reputation for him now. Oh man, I'm almost running out of breath with the amount of action which is uncovering on the track as we start lap 18, only 7 laps to go. The Alfa Romeo must be counting. I mean, how much can he catch up? He has two Ferraris which are ferociously battling in front of him, but the gap will go down because he's on much fresher tires. And now, for the boys at Ferrari must know that they must try to make as much positions, try to climb as much possible as they can because Ramin currently is having a good buffer behind him and ahead of him, and Radha Gupta now takes the fastest lap of the race, 134.4. So yeah, not a
Yep,
bad day.
obviously
I mean, pretty bad day. Yeah,
coming out on fresh mediums will provide you with the fastest lap for sure. And I think he might just be hoping for a safety car coming up right now or in the next couple
exactly.
of laps, so that he can be the first one to jump in onto the soft tires, come out up and close to the safety car, and then try to make the miracle of win
Yeah,
happen.
yeah, I believe same thought process must be going on to Quickkill and Wicket Vicky. Obviously, if there is a safety car, they will take that gamble because obviously, why not? And even Chip Schema might try to fancy a move. Very good buffer which has been created between the top two, 7 seconds gap for P3. But yeah, Chip Schema is pretty lucky because Radha Gupta has lost out pretty badly on the course of this race.
Yep, he is currently 26 seconds away from the leader, so they're quite safe to pit in when the safety car comes in. They
Right.
will still come right in front of Aradhya Gupta, but yeah, let's see what will happen. I don't want any safety car, but yeah, we are just
Yeah.
discussing about ideas, different
Well,
scenarios.
he might get lucky at the end of the day, but yeah, not looking likely so far. But yeah, well, Wicket Vicky is giving his all as he is getting DRS in the first zone. Now the battle rages on because obviously, as I said before, the second DRS is where the action, that move can be made. All he has to do is stick to the rear of that Alpha Tori and make sure that no mistakes is made in his case. But yeah, man, it's very crucial for him to ensure that all that pain and angst that he suffered in the course of the previous races must get resolved today. This is his best chance to take the win, in my opinion, and he's doing a very swell job of actually, keeping up with the leader, which is Quick Killer. And for once, I'll take any other person for the victory of this of this league race today. And now I believe if he might try to make a move going to this TRS zone, but he still is pretty far off. I think I believe, yeah, and we have had an instant bank six and he's level. I told you that some scuffle might happen if these guys don't get their orders in check, and unfortunately, bank six, I believe, has lost out some parts. There was a yellow flag in sector two, and yeah, that battle, that ferocious battle between the two Ferraris, I don't believe has costed them much positions, but it has given Radha Gupta a very good chance at making up position so far. Only 1 second off the Ferrari of Bank 6 as Foxim Racing makes a move on for P8 over Deadly Mosquito. Obviously, fresher medium tires, that pretty much helps the case. But yeah, I told you that Ferrari thing would come to bite them, and I believe it has.
Yep, now Aradhya Gupta has gone into the pits
Retire.
and has retired.
All right, I believe there will be no chances of recovery for him. He has unfortunately lost out, and just today just wasn't his day. Our three of our racers have failed to finish this race today. It's Radha Gupta, it's Files and Red Man, unfortunately. Yeah, bad luck in the qualifying, bad luck in the race, and unfortunately, that's the way it is now. But yeah, it gives Jagdish a good opportunity to get 2 points now. I believe he's lucky. I believe the Ferraris have been pretty lucky that they will not be disturbed by an Alfa Romeo now, because I believe they must try to get their shit in order and try to make up move positions on the Alpine of Ramin, who is currently sitting at P4. So, Sachin, this has turned out to be a heck of a race as the battle rages on between Quicker and Wicket Vicky. But unfortunate for Aradha Gupta today. That
I mean,
I
it's. I get what happened with him in the quali and what happened with him in the race also. What happened in race was obviously a driver's error, I suppose. There was no contact between him or any other car. And bad days happen
and
on track. Oh, the
and
deadly
even worse
mesquite.
days happening because Deadly Mosquito has enforced a safety car now, and now it gets
Oh.
interesting. It gets hella interesting from here on out. I believe all the cars
Yeah, the
will have
Ferraris
a
have the
very,
opportunity to dive into the pits and move on to soft compound, and they both have come into
and
the
they
pits. Double
right,
pit at Ferrari.
uh,
How fast they
right.
will be.
Banks Israel Bot is taking a front wing change that will cost them a lot of time, I
That
believe. But I
will,
don't
yeah.
believe, yeah. But even Fox and Racing has come into the pits. I don't believe they will lose much positions in that way. But yeah, they are pretty, I believe, decent stop at Ferrari. I have no idea. But yeah, they have retained their positions. Jagdish, I believe, will stay still out on the track right now. He will come into the pits. But now all eyes rest on our leaders, Quick Killer, Wicked Wiki Chip Schema. Gentlemen, you have the opportunity to do a very funny thing right now by either heading into the pits or not. But yeah, it's going to be very crucial, as I believe they really seem to be like racing on that DRS straight, in my opinion. But now it all comes out to their strategy calls. Only I believe we'll only get 2 laps of hardcore racing, because I believe F123 doesn't go with that one lap, one green flag racing left rule. So yeah, pretty quick safety car in my opinion. That is what they can make so far. Wicket Wiki Quick Killer obviously will be diving. Will they dive into the pits? Yes, they will dive into the pits. And now it comes down to the small tenths, that difference of tenths who remains at the lead of this race as the race gets neutralized again. They will be the first people who will bunch up behind the safety car. And I believe Quick Killer is
Oh,
diving to
as
the pits.
Rahman gets a 5 second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane, he was coming quite fast. I suppose he was going
Oh
into the
man.
wall at once, but yeah, Quick Killer will come out at front. Behind him, Wicket Wiki, and behind them will come Chip Schema P3. Easy Level Bot and Bank 6 will be coming out at their respective position as it was earlier. As
Right,
they were quite behind when they pitted in. So, yep,
right, right.
the order remains the same, but the tires are different. Also, Rahman has got a 5 second time penalty, which will be added to his final
Man,
time.
that would hurt him very much, in my opinion, because the race has been neutralized. I believe what he can do is try to pit again, maybe neutralize that 5 second time penalty because he will be thrown out of the racing order. In that opinion, he might end up dropping down to P8. That's a worst case scenario for the Alpine. And he was such a brilliant race, had a really good buffer. I don't think he had the necessity of actually pitting with such a ferocious speed when he came in. But yeah, that is very unfortunate. Easy Level Bot and Bank 6 has switched on to 1 lap old tires. Well, not much of a difference so far. Jagdesh has not come into the pits. Unfortunately, he will stay out on his medium tires, 7 laps old. But I believe he will still walk about a very happy person. He'll get how many points? 4 points, I believe. Yeah, for P8. Yeah, that's good for him. And Fox Sim Racing, he will also grab a couple of points. But now I believe the Mercedes of Fox Racing has a good chance of trying to take P5 now, as everyone will bunch up eventually behind the safety car now. And we just wait for the car to come in. As Wicket Wiki and Quick Killer, they have a good chance. Wicket Wiki has the opportunity to write something. And yeah, a very great narrative building up. Drive to Survive might try to make some 5 6 episodes out of this race itself.
Why not? Why not? So much of action happening and so much of drama, including so many DNFs and every sort of teammate colliding into each other, exchanging positions. So right now, Chip Schema, all in all, still have an opportunity to end up on podium alongside with
Right.
his teammate Quick Killer, as Deadly Mosquito has finally left the session
Yeah,
after.
I believe that. Yeah, sorry to interrupt, Sachin, but when I saw the Alpine of Deadly Mosquito, he had spun, and then he just deliberately, I believe it was very deliberate that he pushed his car into the wall and enforced that safety car. It was very deliberate. I believe the stewards might have a look into it, but who knows? I don't see Ramen having benefited from that. I don't believe we'll have a crash gate incident after this race, but yeah, another narrative which can be made into a documentary, as every car will line up with the exception of Jagdesh. But now it's time for predictions. Where, Sachin, is there money on Quick Killer or Wicket Wiki today?
So, see, I don't know what will happen between both of them, but for P3, we might just see Bank 6 or Easy Level Bot, any of the Ferrari coming up there. Because we have seen Chip Schema losing positions. We also have seen Ramin struggling, and he's also got a 5 second time penalty. So, for P3, there can be a Ferrari.
Well, that's a pretty long shot in my opinion, because obviously Rahman will try to defend his position. Yeah, obviously he still have that 5 second time penalty, but that doesn't mean he'll lose it out so easily. There's still a fight in him, and even Chipskiva is on level up par with the two combatants, Quickkill and Wicket Vicky. Can we have a winner in Chip's schema today? It's very possible. What are the odds if he can get his car together? But yeah, safety car, ladies and gentlemen, is in this lap. And Sachin, I'd like you to take up the proceedings for now, because I believe my throat is parched right now.
Yeah, I surely have a sip of water because soon the action will start again as we are currently witnessing safety car going into the pit. Quick Killer heating up his
Very
all four tires leading up to the restart. I suppose this will be the final safety car restart. We'll be racing for
obviously.
yeah, we'll be racing for a
Yeah.
couple of more laps as Quick Killer has taken off. Not much of gap between him and Wicked Wiki. Also, not much gap between the Ferrari is coming all together. Quick Killer still leading. Easy level bot already making a move on bank 6 and moving up to P5. He will be making more positions up as he is coming up and close to Ramin. Still the same gap between Wicked Wiki and Chip Schema and Quick Killer. So only easy level bot gaining a position at the restart. Everything else remaining the same. No DRS for this lap, and I think for the next lap also.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah. It's
all
all for
about
grabs today.
yeah, it's all about ERS management and your setups, how good they are on the streets, and how good
Right,
you
right,
are
right.
managing your softs around the corners.
Right, and there's a half a second buffer between Wicket Wiki and Quick Killer. Is Wicket Wiki dropping off? Meanwhile, he'll try to. It's very possible that Chip Schema might make it an Alpha Tauri 1 and 2, something which has not been seen anywhere, in my opinion. And now it's all of a grabs with Quick Killer trying to maintain that status quo. Wicket Wiki is trying to maintain as much ERS as possible. He has turned it on. He is closing that gap going into the main straight. He is trying to take that inside look, but he's refraining from making that, taking that pie. As Tip Schema has apparently dropped a position to Ramin now. That is very unfortunate, but I believe bragging rights because Tip Schema will still get his podium spot owing to the 5-second time penalty. As ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves in the final lap of the Las Vegas Grand Prix as Quick Killer is leading away. Wicket Vicky, there's a great buffer developing between him and Wicket Vicky and Ramen. Ramen is leading Chip Schema, and again the Ferraris are back at fighting each other. One of them wants that P5 and P6 position so badly right now. But yeah, all eyes on Quick Killer and Wicket Vicky right now. Can Wicket Vicky compensate? The gap has closed down dramatically as we head down to the very tricky corners here in the first sector of the track as he is trying to take that he is trying to reach out for that inside line. He might try to make a through goes Hamilton move, but it's very tricky in these circuits. Obviously Las Vegas might take the crown of Monaco, but who knows. We have still seen a lot of overtaking action today, in my opinion, as heading down to the sector 2, that main straight. Here you can dump all your ERS, in my opinion, and this is what Wicket Wiki is doing. Even Quick Killer has turned on his ERS, trying to defend his position. Only two corners to go, and the AlphaTauri is shaking for his life right now, as he is trying to. He's already on pace by 3 tenths going to the third sector. Chip Schema has regained P3 again from Ramen. Nothing to lose there. Quick Killer and Wicket Wiki. The battle is crucial as they approach the finish line, and I believe nothing can be done now as Quick Killer through trials and tribulations. And Wicket Wiki has taken the lap. Wicket Wiki on the last corner has come around to win. All right, oh man, to win the Las Vegas Grand Prix. What just happened, Sachin?
What?
Oh my God,
What I
last
witnessed?
corner.
I cannot believe what just happened there. How?
Last corner, flat out. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, shocker race, shocker action, and Quick Killer takes second position. Wicket Vicky has made the boyhood dream come true. He has won at Las Vegas. Take a bow, Wicket Vicky. You have righted all wrongs, in my opinion, my lad, and I'm so proud of you. Very deserved win, in my opinion, as he takes the win at Las Vegas. Sachin,
I don't.
you must have seen that.
I, 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 I mean, I cannot believe what just happened. What I
I'm
witnessed.
I'm I'm speechless. I was like, I was saying that Wicket Vicky tried as much, and then he busts out this move out of nowhere. That isn't even a proper voting opportunity. He capitalized very well, and he took a very well deserved victory, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Ah
that is pretty
man.
much deserved, but I'm just shocked how I don't know if Quick Killer braked a bit on the inside or I don't know.
Ah man, as last moment, Ramin got a 5 second time penalty, but he only dropped down to P6. That's good for the Alpine. The Ferraris move up to P4, P5. It's a AlphaTauri 2 and 3, not a 1 and 2. But yeah, great, an awesome race, and bookended by a great overtake on the final corner itself. And I it just hypes me up for the real deal here in real life. But kudos to Wicked Vicky, man. You gave us a hell of a show, and you deserve that race victory. And he has taken the fastest lap of the race, 26 points in total. That's
Yep,
pretty great.
fastest lap on the last lap with that
Yeah,
overtake. I mean, uh,
I have. Yeah, I
moment of the season till
Yeah,
now.
in
I
my
must say,
yeah
yeah.
highlight. Yeah, a highlight was awesome, man. I love this race, man.
Yeah, that
And Sachin,
was
yeah,
with such a ending. Like I we would like to have a word with the drivers, but we cannot have them up
man,
here. But
right.
oh man, what a race! What a ending
You know,
to.
yeah, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your commentators, both of your commentators are just left shell shocked. We are, I have goosebumps. Just when he made that move, I was like, what the hell is happening? What is the hell is transpiring? But yeah, I believe all of us got our money's worth by today's race. And Sachin,
Yep, for
hype
sure,
us up,
for sure,
man.
for
Yeah,
sure.
bring us to the end.
For sure, for sure. The end, which was not expected, but well deserved end. With that brilliant move, we comes to the end of round 11. I think Quick Killer will still lead the championship, but Wicked Vicky, hats off to you, mate. And now we'll be coming back on 12th of October for the last round of this season, and we'll be going down to another night race, the famous night race of Singapore with the new layout where
Right,
it's the most treacherous conditions, hot, humid weather where the drivers lose up to 5 kgs. Our drivers
correct.
won't lose that weight, but surely they will lose their patience going through the narrow corners.
Right. So yeah, even in real life, we had a major, really ultra tier of Singapore Grand Prix this year, and I believe our racers will entertain you when we come back a week later on. And yeah, Quick Killer is still looking in a good position, but today is the day for the McLaren. They have deserved that victory, in my opinion. Cheers, mate, to Wicked Vicky, and obviously all the best to Quick Killer. Obviously, he has already brought it to a game point. He will take the championship, I believe. But yeah, it's all up for grabs at JKG Gaming, and we'll see you guys in our next race of 1 week from now on.